Episode 14. Got it. All right. Ready and action.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to JK LOL Storytime. I'm John.
And I'm Keisha. And today we are recording episode 14.
I feel like we skipped 13.
Well, that was intentional.
Perfect. What are we talking about today?
Today, I don't know. We finished all the wedding on tour stuff. Oh, I know. We should probably talk a little bit about the engagement. What do you think about that?
I think we should talk about the engagement. How did we get here?
How the hell did we get where we are? How did I say yes after being friends for so long? And so we'll uncover that a little bit and uncover some of John's dead giveaways. What gives John away? How do I know when something's about to happen for the future? I learned at the engagement, but give some of John's dirty, dead giveaways to the world.
Yep. She can't hold my hand and play poker at the same time.
Nope. Nope. And your eyes give you away too. Your lips start twitching a little bit. And
Well, very good. So, episode 14.
yeah, let's uncover a little bit, recap what we've been doing, why we're here, tell the new regulars what's been going on in our lives the last several months, and kind of continue on. By the time that they hear this, we're going to just have finished or be finishing.
Our Idaho segment.
Correct.
Is that right segment? I feel like I'm a news anchor. Quite. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever seen an
And
anchor
that's
do that.
the way it was.
That's the way it was, yes. Yeah, we both found ourselves in various states of employment in February, right ahead of 4 months ahead of our scheduled one wedding in Idaho in June. So we decided, you know what, let's do it 9 times instead of 1 because that's what normal people do.
Or is that just how much we love each other?
I think that's how much we love each other. So I did see that if you search hashtag 9 weddings on Google, it pulls us up right away. So I must be doing something okay and okay at my job of building all of this. So we've done a lot in the last couple months, and you've done a lot on your part too. So
Yes.
and we got engaged in August of 24.
Yes. So we've almost been engaged for 2
2
years. We'll be getting married right at that. What is it, 18 months being engaged?
Ish, 18, 20, 22.
Mathing live right now?
Mathing live. It's like I took a calculator risk, and boy, am I bad at math. But we did pick up Cooper.
Yes, that's our big exciting news. We have a couple of fun videos on the way to get Cooper. Full transparency, I was in a bad mood.
It was my fault. I'll be transparent. Like I'll own it. I was kind of a crab ass.
Which then turned me into a crab ass. And I take a lot longer to come out of my crab assiness than John does. It takes me a hot minute. I'm an all or nothing kind of a person. So
I mean, to be fair, I was probably crabby because I was hangry and I didn't get my cottage cheese in V8. So because I'm old.
Your old man breakfast.
Not my old man
you
breakfast.
did not get your old man breakfast.
Honestly, like you can hate it on all you want, but there maybe there's something there.
Is it sustaining? Do you stay full?
Yeah, I mean the cottage cheese has a lot of protein in it, right? And I think there's veggies. I mean, the only thing my cardiologist might say is like it's a fair amount of sodium, but you know, I also drink lots of water, so I think it's okay.
Do you pee a lot?
I do.
Good.
I void my bladder a lot. So we have Cooper now. We have some videos that'll be out. They're not part of the podcast or anything that I'm editing down, and some things. It was so damn windy that we couldn't get a bunch of the stuff that we wanted. So we're going to have to go take our pictures with it one day when, you know, your hair won't be halfway to Minnesota.
Correct. I do have long hair, and
it would be standing, like it was like 45, 50 mile an hour wind gusts. It'd be standing pretty much straight out. So
it was a pretty miserable day. Absolutely.
We had a good time though. Our sales guy hooked us up. It's the same sales guy you had when you got the Tundra.
It is. And in true, fashion, he pays attention to everything and gives you that 5-star quality customer service. And so he had everything already lined up. By the time we got to the dealership, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning, and Cooper was already there, ready to go, had the bow on it. He's like, all right, keys are in there. We're just going to drop the paperwork. And then, why don't you guys get in, set up the app, make sure you set your seats, do all the cool things that you do when you get a brand new car. And then it took a little bit longer and a little bit longer. And then there were just a couple of hiccups as far as like the printers and, Just they were having a day, and that's totally okay. I thought I was the problem at first, but we found that out later that I'm not the problem.
I am
It's
the problem.
Well, actually, I ended up being the problem, right, John? We got to the point where it's like, okay, just sign on the dotted line and then drive away. And I'm looking at the numbers between, like for leasing, when I leased the pickup truck, the numbers were not that far off at the buyout point versus what I was paying into it over the length of the lease. And this time the numbers were drastically different.
Yes, we say we're bad at math, but we could at least pick that one up. That well, we would pay to lease it for 3 years, and then or 3.5 years, and then have a buyout on it if you choose to keep it. Which I feel like we probably will keep the Toyota Sequoia because that's originally what you wanted.
If I'm paying almost the full price of the vehicle,
Yeah,
through
for the lease, and then you got to
for
buy
the
it
2
for,
months.
and then you got to buy it at almost the full retail price. I think we decided that you're just gonna buy it, and
Well, I asked him, I was like, guys, is my credit really that bad? I kind of feel like I mean, I'm not, I'm not the 800s, but I'm in the high 700s.
yes,
And I'm like,
no, you're doing
I
great.
don't know what I did wrong. I mean, like I
Nothing.
said, I thought I was the problem.
Nope.
But
It's just interest rates in the economy, and obviously the Toyota Sequoia is a very well demanded, I guess,
in high demand,
in
for
high
sure.
demand vehicle.
Getting them used in this area is a rarity, and you have to know people that know people that know people to
Well, we
make
thought
it
that they were going to
happen.
have to trade a gray one to get our white one.
Oh, yeah.
But they ended up just having to trade a RAV4, which they had plenty of. So the other Sequoias are hard to come by, and they hold their value really well. So I think that there was some like incentive leasing or financing on the Tundra, which they don't do on the Sequoia because they're in high demand. So I think that goes into it too. And the interest rates changed over the last 3 years a little bit. But we did the math. It makes more sense for Keisha to purchase the Sequoia. And I guess, worst case, if you don't
So
like
that's
it,
what I done did,
it'll
right
be
after they did all that hard work, problems with printers, all the things. So we spent pretty much all day there.
Yep.
And again, a fun experience. By the time that we were done, though, we were both incredibly hangry. They did
Absolutely
have
hangry.
fresh baked cookies at the dealership, but that was just like a little s'morsel. It was nothing.
Morsel, huh?
Yeah.
I love it.
But it was not near enough to keep us sustained, I would say. And so we ended up going and having some food and then picking up kids and going into, the parenting life.
Absolutely.
It's been a weekend. We're recording a little later than we usually would. We normally like to record on Fridays before we pick up kiddos from school because we can breathe and not have to stress it. And this time, kiddos are actually being really well behaved. They're sitting out in the living room doing kid stuff. Actually, the girls we taught them how to crochet this weekend.
We did. I didn't have anything to do with it besides picking out the yarn. So it's me at the hobby store, the craft store, trying to figure out what size hook to get and what size yarn this is and that thing. And
You freaking nailed it, though.
yeah, and I've been there and I'm like reading the book, and I didn't even ask the old ladies. Like,
I am so proud of you.
thank you. Like I read the
Like
book
a
and I'm
typical
like,
man, don't ask for directions.
yep, absolutely. I'm like, I'll figure this out for myself, just like a podcast or branding or activations or experiential things, which we'll get to because that kind of all leads into the engagement. But, picking out, I probably would have just picked out the cool color yarn, but apparently you have to pick out the light colored yarn so you can see your stitches easier. I learned something too. So not only probably crocheting out there, they're probably out there drawing some more of these title cards like we have here.
Yes. They have been wanting to be a part of everything so desperately. They're just like, can we be on the podcast? They love listening to it. By the way, John had an excellent parenting move over the weekend.
It was the best.
The best.
Yes, well, it was episode 7 where we talked about lying to our kids about Sam and Eddie's rules
And Santa.
and Santa. But I wanted to hear what the audio quality was from the new boom mics in a vehicle because I normally just listen to it back through headphones or AirPods or like through my computer speakers. I haven't listened to it in my vehicle, which has a really nice sound system in it. It's not like upgraded. I don't have subs in the trunk or anything unless it's just a sandwich. No, it's not that. But they have quality speakers in there. So I just wanted to see what the audio quality was like. And the part of the episode that I picked to listen to was the Santa reveal.
So he comes out to the car. He ran into a grocery store, gas station, somewhere real quick.
Grocery store.
Grocery store. Comes back out, and our youngest is
9 and she's crying.
She's crying because Santa's not real.
Santa is real. It's a joke, right?
So anyway,
I said I want to be a croissant on the
so then
podcast,
he does,
also a
quick
joke.
backpedaling. John's a really good backpedaler.
I could market this.
I mean,
I should be in PR, really. Should be a publicist. No worries.
We got this. I've got this. I'll figure it out. And so anyways, we had a fun parenting moment through the kids being so excited about the podcasts and just growing with us. They love that Sally the Cooler is getting so many hits on YouTube right now. There's like, that's my favorite one. So it's been an adventure and taking them along with us. And the safest possible way. I don't want to be talking about them. I want to protect their futures too. This is kind of a you and I thing, and they get to grow up and still be astronauts or astrophysicists or whatever they want to be. Marine biologist is one of their aspirations right now. And so, giving them that opportunity and not being labeled and identified by their parents quite so much.
Well,
And protecting them too. I mean, there's a lot of shenanigans, and I wouldn't even call them shenanigans, just downright evil things that are happening as far as exploiting children in the world right now. And I very much am aware of my kiddos and trying to do everything I can to
Yeah,
keep
it's not
them
getting
safe.
any better, that's for sure.
No,
I think, that we know enough people that have grown up in their parents' universe, realm, whatever sphere of influence you want to say, that are just absolutely miserable.
Yes.
Because their entire life has been like, nope, you shall go forward and you shall carry on what your parents started. And
carry on my legacy.
I don't feel like that's ever a thing that either of us would want for our kids. They can choose their own lane.
Correct.
And if they choose to follow into what we're doing, they do so completely with their eyes completely open, I guess.
And they have a master to help them launch it off the ground.
I eat cottage cheese and drink V8.
Is that how you start the launching?
I guess
That's
so.
the power food
I did
for all you
buy
launchers out there.
I did buy some quinoa the other day, so I can make quinoa bowls. So, guys, this is 40. Like, we're gonna have a Star Wars themed birthday party for me, and I'm gonna be eating quinoa bowls. I'm just an enigma.
I love my Enigma
Well,
so
that's
much.
good. That's
I'm
good.
grateful for you. And, speaking about love, let's move right on into the engagement part of things.
The engagement, yes.
The engagement.
The engagement, yes. When you got your bling.
On the airplanes, I like to. Have we already talked about this?
I don't think so.
So it's fun when
If
you're
not, it's real fun
sitting
anyway.
next to the window. I like the window seat typically, but as of lately with my TB, tiny bladder, I've been liking the aisle seat just in case. I don't like using airplane bathrooms, but if you have to.
If you drink too much coffee.
Yes, I always do that, dagnabbit. But so I'll sit on the airplane and the sun always catches my ring just right to where it makes like the dazzle effects. And then there's like one like way where you can just like very slightly move it and you can like blind other people.
It's like being in second grade and playing with a prism again.
So I do that. I do. I just sit here and I'll just ever so slightly pretend like I'm reading my book, but I'll be like moving my ring ever so slightly, like, oh yeah, pew, take that, choo choo. So
The closest guy thing that I can get to that is doing it with my watch. It's usually just like one little
it's not quite as subtle though. You kind of got to be like,
bang. Yeah. Like a 2-inch or like a 1-inch square light just hits you in the side of the face. Like,
right.
This one's a little more restrained, of course. So yes, we started dating and had some good times and some good conversations because we were friends before, so we knew a lot about each other before that.
Absolutely.
However, leading up to the engagement, our conversations definitely took a turn for like, how do we make all of this work together?
Yes.
And like, life's hard enough. Do you want me to come help you make it harder? I'm just kidding. Make it easier in some regards. So,
I mean, it's true. When you're blending families, when you're blending lives, when you're blending personalities, there's a lot of serious considerations to that. And it's not something that either one of us took lightly.
no, absolutely not. So, to get into the meat and the potatoes, I ordered your ring specifically for its characteristics, which we shall not reveal.
Oh, we're not revealing.
We could reveal. It's just a very specific characteristic that I picked out that meant something to us. And, as much as we let you guys into our lives, maybe some of these things that we just keep for ourselves sometimes. So,
Yes.
however, your grandma got to see it.
Before I did.
Because I actually,
Oh, Minga.
I
You
got
and
it.
you and Minga, your guys'
I know,
relationship is just hilarious.
I just text her a photo of it. I think it was her birthday too.
It probably was.
I think it was in mid-August.
17th, yep.
Middle of August. So picked up this engagement ring that I had designed and had made and shipped in because I didn't want anybody to see me in and out of a jewelry store because Keisha kind of likes to, I feel like she has eyes everywhere.
Never know who's watching. And I don't love surprises.
She-
I I do not do well with surprises. Like I always figured out if I have even an inkling, I'm like a bloodhound. If I smell a surprise, I won't figure it out. I don't wait for endings on movies. I always look up the spoilers. If I can't wait to binge watch a series, I just go through and read the synopsis. What happens at the end? Perfect. I can live my life now.
And that's definitely never rubbed off on your daughter who sits through the movie and asks a million questions. So we love her so much.
Yes.
But it's like all your questions will be answered in the next 3 minutes.
Just watch the movie, girl.
Just watch the movie. Yeah, you don't like surprises, so I didn't want, somebody that knows you to see me coming in and out of jewelry store. So I chose to order it in and get it delivered that way. Like I could keep, it wasn't a surprise that you're going to get proposed to, but how and when is what I wanted to, because I'm a very big guy on like building worlds and having a whole experience, right?
Well, and you're a hopeless romantic.
I am hopeless romantic.
Just label it what it is.
Okay, what's my favorite Sinatra song? Right? Strangers in the Night. So there we go. So I get this ring in, and it's funny because I told you after the fact, like I picked out a different ring box for it that wasn't like the big typical one. It was a little wood one, and I actually put it under your bed for a number of days. So it was
This is a detail that I did not know.
It was actually, you were actually sleeping over it for a better part of a week, and had no idea.
You little sneakster.
Yeah, there's a good story in it, right?
Yes.
But your mom was here at the time with your niece.
Yep, she comes up every summer and helps out with my kiddo.
And I had to convince your mom to stay an extra week to be here for this. Because
You
I thought
bribed her, essentially.
I did bribe her. And I'm just like wearing khaki shorts and a blue polo, looking like an overstuffed sausage.
Well, you said we were going golfing.
Well, yes, I told you work was stressful and I needed to go hit some balls or something. And you've never been golfing with me.
I have not.
We're going to fix that this year.
I hope so.
And you
at
had
some
your
point.
nails done because Community Rocks was coming up. So, guys, when you ask your girlfriend to become your fiance, you generally want her to have her nails done. So, babe, why don't you explain for the audience out there what your nails looked like?
Community Rocks is a fun charity event. We always raise money for a charity, but it's where our local symphony gets together. We have some brilliant musicians that transpose rock music, and the symphony plays rock music for a concert to raise money. And so, in true fashion, for years, I love dressing up and being goofy and just full sending. And so I dress up like a punk rocker or whatever the heck I'm feeling like that day. I've had purple hair, I've had red hair, I've had pink hair. And this year, the theme was green. And I was going to wear like a little, like almost like a gothy punk type of a feel, like a little, Christian schoolgirl skirt and the fishnet shirt and all of the things. Like it was, and the theme was black and green. So I did neon green and black stars and stripe overlay on my stinking nails. And, in playing the bass, you can't have long nails. You have to have short nails. So my nails I looked like I was a 13-year-old just figuring out life,
You definitely had a certain air about you that week leading up to it, because this is like, I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday before Community Rocks was on a Saturday night, which we have another story about Community Rocks with Randy and Donkey.
Oh, boy.
Then we'll save that for another episode. There's a lot to unpack there. However, like you'll come to know about us, and maybe you've already figured it out because you're smart people being our regulars, that we are very much both experiential people. So
Yes.
we want to bring people fully into the world that we're either in or building for them. So, but yeah, your nails were something. So
They were something. And, you told me we need to go hit some golf balls. So I'm pumped. I haven't been golfing with John yet. And I'm like, well, I don't really have any golf gear. And he's just like, just wear like a black t-shirt and some jeans and you'll be fine. Just don't wear open toe shoes. I don't recommend that. So I did exactly that, John. I listened very, very well. I had my hair pulled up.
you did. I committed to the bit. Like I even had my golf clubs in the back of Betty, the truck, the Tundra, which, Betty got us to this point, and now Sequoia Cooper is going to take us through it, which is pretty cool. But we went out to dinner with your mom and your niece. We just had barbecue. Nothing
Super
special,
casual.
just like super casual. John's playing it cool. I guess as cool as I could play it for the time. I got the ring in my pocket. Like it looks like an AirPod case. So like even if you like, what's that in your pocket? Be like, it's just AirPods, like whatever. I forgot to take them out of my pocket. So we drop your mom and your niece off at the house, and like we're just gonna hit some golf balls. And then what happened?
Well,
We're driving there, and what did I say?
What did you say?
I said, babe, I think my fried rice elbow is fired up again.
Oh, that's right. So you were complaining. He was legit playing the part. He's like rubbing his elbow, and he's like, I don't. My arm's really, really, really hurting, and I don't truly know how to swing a golf club. So hitting a bucket of balls is not going to be something that I could do. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, we're driving and we're getting closer. We have to drive down this certain part of the road to get to the golf course. And I'm like, if you're really not feeling good, like I don't want it to flare up. You've got work, you've got all these things. So why don't we just pull aside and we'll just make a walk out of it? It'll be, no, it'll be casual. We'll get to walk past our favorite places. Maybe we'll go walk down to a restaurant and re-experience some memories. But, let's just go for a walk. It's beautiful. It's nice and warm. Leaves are starting to turn a little bit in some areas. And so let's go to my favorite place in Minot.
Yeah, I'd say probably your favorite place in North Dakota.
Quite
It
possibly.
makes you feel like you're back home. It's this walking path that winds through like some winding hills, and there's a bunch of trees, and it's really beautiful. So
Yeah, you don't feel like you're in North Dakota, flat North Dakota anymore when you're walking that trail. Certain parts of it.
absolutely. So she's like, yeah, we should just go there. And I'm like, oh, that sounds good. I suppose I could have a walk. Well, before we got there, many hours earlier, I had arranged everything. Actually, I'd been working on it for months up to this point, including one of your best friends. I had them over. I think you were on a trip with
For work or something.
something, and I had them over for cigars and whiskey and told them the whole plan. So
And Taco Bell. You guys had Taco Bell?
yes, I did order some Crunchwrap Supremes.
After enough glasses of whiskey, Taco Bell always.
Oh, and it was, I wish you were here. I wish you were here for that, because that was some of the best Crunchwrap Supreme I ever had. I don't know if it was the cigar or the whiskey, or maybe they're just dialed in that night. Like A Squad was there for it, and it's like a Tuesday. So
Love it.
yeah, absolutely. So I've got everything set up out there, and I went through over the years of our friendship and our relationship as it blossomed, and found a bunch of selfies or pictures of us together, and I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah. So
Maybe hold on, time out. We gotta talk about parking
this
and
is-
the walking up to it. Oh yeah, time out.
not this. I don't
Don't
know
know
what I
what
was
to do with my hands. Yeah, so we park, and I think maybe you can tell them about my tell then, and then we can kind of
Your telltale.
my telltale, and then we can dive into like the whole setup.
So John and I were big on holding hands. We always hold hands in the car, and we do this thing. It actually started with my mom when we'd walk to church together, but she would always squeeze our hand 3 times, just 1, 2, 3 for I love you, and then we'd go back and forth. She'd have one kid on each arm, and she'd do the I love you game, and so it's something that I've always done. And so John and I will occasionally squeeze each other's hands, I love you, and then sometimes we'll be like I love you more, 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 and just keep squeezing it, right? Well, John did not stop with the squeezing. John would just sit here and just squeeze. And I'm like,
We didn't even have that far to walk.
we did not have that far to walk. And so we're walking down this trail. Well, we had parked, and then we're walking down this trail, and he is just like squeezing my hand like crazy. And I'm like, dude, are you okay? Like,
No, I was not.
he's like, yeah, I'm good. Okay, you weirdo. Like father, like son, weirdo.
That's exactly what you want right before you propose to your future fiance.
I'm
Your
like-
girlfriend be like, okay, weirdo.
Why the hell are you squeezing my hand
That's
so
a
much?
great thought.
But then we get there, and there's like this little itty bitty hill. And as you're coming down the hill, there were rose petals everywhere. And he had one of those like gardening type
Trellis, I think.
trellises
Yeah, like a metal
that
trellis.
like you would have vines climb up. But he had all of those Polaroids pinned all over it. And he had a dozen roses sitting there. And, we get closer and closer because I honestly, you could now looking back, you could tell like, oh, this is a proposal. But it kind of almost looked like when somebody dies and it has a car accident and it dies on the
Little
they-
side
they-
memorial,
They
roadside
have the little
memorial.
side memorial.
So not only have I got weirdo, I've got roadside memorial going for me at this point in your head.
But then as we get closer and closer, like the squeezing is more intense, and I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna propose. Like this is I look like crud. Like I'm golfing, Keisha, and I don't even golf. Like what?
It was a good time.
It
So we got
was.
there, and
Yeah.
I was nervous. I had a speech
Embarrassed.
written.
He wrote a speech. I still have the speech. And he read it and got down on one knee and proposed. And of course, I immediately say yes. But
Did you?
then
Did you say yes?
I did say yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Wait, am I a fiance?
You are a fiance. Sorry
Am I
to
really a
disrupt you.
fiance?
So,
But yeah, we're kissing and I'm all excited. And then all of a sudden, out of the bushes, pop one of our friends from church that does photography, taking pictures of everything. And then my best friend and her daughter pop out, and they got to witness everything. They video recorded everything, and we have amazing memories of that. I've got some pretty incredible pictures on John's phone of Kaylee and her daughter taking selfies. But it was just truly amazing. Such a special experience knowing, my favorite place to be in North Dakota that I have found so far. And, to be proposed to by the world's most amazing guy with nothing but memories and all the positivities and experiences that we've had throughout the length of our relationship. But to see it in print on a beautiful trellis with a bunch of rose petals and roses, and it was definitely not a memorial, but very much a celebration of our life so far together.
absolutely. I'm just really thankful for Kaylee for sitting in the bushes to record it, and Ashley way up the hill, probably getting ticks and grasshoppers.
Who knows what all, yeah.
But yeah, it was super cool the way it worked out. And but I got you to think that it was your idea to go get proposed to, which was pretty
legit
interesting.
Was my idea to go get proposed to, and how you manipulated me into that was
I wouldn't say I manipulated you. I just know you well enough
for it to be a surprise, because
to get a whole experience.
Like any other, like if it was not my idea to go on the walk, I would have been like, oh, you're proposing, you can just do it right now.
Yep.
I wouldn't really do that, but
No, but you would have known in the back of your head.
I would have known.
Weirdo. So yeah, I had to play it because you don't like surprises. And I think you do like being surprised, but you don't like being surprised. I wouldn't say maybe being surprised, maybe caught off guard, delightfully excited. I don't know. But yeah, I already had all the things in the fridge for when we got back home. We had some wine, a bottle of wine that I had been holding on to for years with no specific reason really, until I realized where it came from and held on to that one. And then we opened it. It was terrible, and dumped it and got the champagne out. So
Yep. Had some bubbly, and John had, when I got home, he had a little thing from all the kids. So the weekend before, him, my mom, my niece, and the kids all got together to build a Lego set that is the Up House from Up, because that is me and John. I'm crazy Ellie, and he's Carl. He's not quite as grumpy as Carl is, but definitely, one of those characters that constantly surprises you and takes the time that it takes, kind of a person. And so we very much love that movie and love the music in it. And so he had the kiddos build an Up House together, and that was on the table, and notes from all of them, because he had told them what was going to be happening. And now I understand why the weekend before everybody was just so giddy and just, I'm surprised that they kept your secret. What'd you bribe them with?
I don't know. Culvers?
Maybe.
They really kept it together. They were very helpful. Everybody sat and helped and made their own portion of the house to assemble the final unit. So your mom helped, and all 4 kids, and it was I just tried to make it a whole thing about us and coming together as a family instead of it just being you and me.
Yes, because that's really what it is at this point. Just like with the weddings, they are exactly for us, but it's not that whole, it's not our first marriage, and we're in later seasons of our lives with kiddos. So it becomes about a little bit more than just you and I.
Absolutely does. So, and how we get to go share it with everybody. So part of the experience of you getting your proposal is taking that same kind of energy on the road in the Wedding on Tour to share that part of our relationship and our relationship as a whole, not only like our romantic relationship, but our friendship together with those people, and get to meet and greet and see some of them and learn a little bit about you and a little bit about me.
Yep. It'll be an amazing foundation for our marriage and amazing memories to be able to build off of for the future.
That adventure book is going to be really full.
It is going to be incredibly full.
Yeah. When we run out of pages, we have video and pictures and audio and all kinds of things. All kinds of things. So that is how you got proposed to. And it was your idea.
It was my idea.
I would have felt like a doofus if you'd have been like, let's just go home.
Yeah.
But luckily,
You do know me too darn well.
do know you pretty well.
Dagnabbit.
Yeah. I had to have...
Knowing to go to the golf course that is past my favorite walking place. And yeah.
And I had to have Kaylee, round up, I think, the flowers and some of the other stuff. So, I didn't pull it off all by myself, except I'm out there, like, pounding this trellis into the ground after I left work. Or I think I left work early that day. I think I'd worked some overtime so I could cut out of work early so you wouldn't wonder where I was at. And obviously there's no kids in school, so there's nobody to pick up, that kind of thing. So I don't even know where you were, but I figured it out. I was out there, like, marking the spot like 2 weeks in advance for Ashley so she could figure out where to be with, like, pink flagging tape in the trees. Like, a lot of work went into this.
Yeah.
So.
And it was incredible. It was such a special experience.
Good.
For you to be able to surprise me. I'm very glad that you were able to accomplish that.
We'll find a photo of it and pop it up.
Did give me one of your telltales.
Yes.
The hand squeezing.
The hand squeezing.
So anytime he's nervous about something, even to this day, he still will do it. We'll be holding hands in the car and he'll just start squeezing. I'm like, okay, what's up, Buttercup? What's going on?
I don't remember what it was. What was it recently? What was I nervous about?
I don't remember.
Interesting.
The most recent one? I don't remember, baby cakes.
Oh.
I don't know if it was maybe it was when we were test driving vehicles. I don't know.
I don't know.
Sorry, honey.
It's okay.
I'm a goldfish at this point.
It's all good. As long as you remember our engagement for a while.
I didn't remember what you said to get me to go,
I don't either.
try a parking spot. Well, the elbow. Your elbow was flaring up.
Oh, yes. My elbow was flaring up and you were full of barbecue.
And I was full of barbecue.
I mean, like I couldn't take you out, into something nicer because I think that would have tipped you off.
Probably. I don't know. Hindsight.
If I said, let's go to the Hacienda, you would have been like, oh, yeah.
That's not fancier.
Well, I know, but it had more part of our story than where the barbecue that we went to, I think. So at least in the early part of our relationship when I took you on a walk down that same path. And I think that probably would have been the tell.
Maybe.
So that's how we got engaged.
Yes.
And now we're, when this episode releases, we'll be married.
This is crazy sauce, isn't it?
Well, I shouldn't say married because we will reveal at the end of the tour which one we decide is going to be the legally binding wedding. But we will have already had one of the ceremonies.
Correct.
So we'll be into June and we'll get married sometime in June. So we're going to sign a marriage license certificate. Marriage license?
I think it's a marriage license.
Marriage license at every stop we go to. So I'm going to have a folder, a bunch of envelopes with all of these, and maybe we'll just toss one in the air and toss them all in the air and grab one.
Whichever one it is, it is.
Well, I mean, because how do you decide who gets to be part of the legally binding one? Does it feel more special? I don't know.
I don't know, but our friends have had fun with it.
Yes, they sure have. So, yeah, we're really excited to get on the tour. The vehicle's here. It's happening.
Cooper is armed and ready, and he's a lot of fun to drive.
Yeah, he's got a lot of torque.
He definitely
It's a he?
does. I don't think he knows what he is right now
Okay.
because I'm so used to calling Betty a she that I have been calling he a she, and old habits die hard. I've even called it Betty a couple of times. So
Well, I mean, to your point on that, the cab, the front two seats, it's like
exactly the same.
exactly the same.
It's a trip driving that thing because I'm used to just Reagan being right in the back, and she loves the third row in that thing. So she'll be all the way back there, and I'm like, whoa, where'd my kid go? I can hear her, but I can't see her.
Right. So yeah, as far as the cab, it's nice because you don't have to learn where the buttons are at.
I do
You
not.
know where everything works except for the massaging seats. That took me a minute. And man, when we get 8 hours into that road trip and one of us is sitting up front, both of us are sitting up front, and somebody's like, I'm kind of sore from riding all this way in this car because it's 7,400 miles at minimum. Those massaging seats are going to come in clutch.
Yes, they are.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, we're all going to be fighting over the passenger seat.
Passenger sheet.
Passenger seat.
Maybe the passenger blanket. Take turns. As long as there's a cooler full of cottage cheese in the back of it.
We're going to have pillows and blankets in the back of Cooper, and that's, who knows, we might have to stay the night in Cooper a couple of times. I have no idea what to expect.
Well, we're going to have the dogs with us too.
We might. For some of it. Yeah.
For some of it. For sure into Idaho.
Yeah.
because you want them to come with, and that we got to have the puppies at least two of the weddings.
Yeah.
Because we'll have Idaho and we'll have the one
Plus,
in North
Minka
Carolina.
loves Lucy, so.
Ethel, on the other hand,
Ethel's a little crackhead.
Ethel didn't grow up with us as a puppy. Well, she did grow up with us as a puppy, but she didn't grow up being in the vehicle ever. So she's not used to it. She is just so anxious, and
Yeah.
she's going to need lots of puppy meds.
Maybe.
Lucy, on the other hand, is just like, whatever.
I don't know. Lucy ate a whole canister of puppy weed one time, so.
You could swing Lucy around by her tail. Not that I would. That would be bad, right? But she'd be like, yeah, whatever. If you pick Ethel up and she doesn't want it, she'll just start yelping.
It's
like
true.
you're hurting her. Like, I'm not hurting you.
Yeah.
I know I'm not hurting you. You've got like my hand underneath her, like little chest or breastbone, and like, dog, you're fine.
How am I hurting you?
Yeah, you're not hurting.
Yes.
Just mentally.
And we might need a break from all the stress and the chaos. Who knows?
We'll figure it out. Yeah. Well, yeah. We got a donkey. We got a Randy. We got 2 puppies, you, me, some kids, and 9 stops on a wedding tour across the United States and into Canada. Because why not?
What could possibly be stressful about that?
No, it's nothing, right? It's not like, there's tight timelines or anything like that to make sure that we make it from stop to stop on time and keep our schedule, because there's 10, 12, 11-hour drives. So got a fiance, soon-to-be wife, with a tiny bladder and 2 puppies that are a lot, and a donkey that could get lost.
Oh boy.
I guess that's better than having a zonkey.
Much better than a zonkey.
I hear they're very mean, according to Shane Smith. But he seems like the kind of guy that would know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So thanks for being here.
Yes.
We're going to pick it up on episode 15. And yes, you got to the end now. So I feel like this is like the post-credit scene where we haven't said goodbye yet. But post-credit scene, we skipped 13.
We did skip 13.
Why do we skip 13?
Why not? Because we're trying to be cool like the hotels and not have a 13th floor. We're just skipping over it. And
I mean, the 13th floor is there. It's just usually full of mechanical stuff.
Correct.
So for those people that are superstitious, I'm just a little stitious.
You're not superstitious?
Not superstitious, though.
Dad joke. Boom.
He's a Michael Scottism.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's the little post-credit scene. I don't know.
The thing.
Is that what they call it?
I have no idea what they call it.
We're
I'm new to all of this. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. There haven't been any other amateur moments at all.
No, I listened to our first episode the other day. Boy, is that cringy.
Oh.
But we're going to leave it. You know why? Because I'm guarantee you there's somebody out there that started with us from episode 1 and they're a regular and we love them so much. I'm not going to take that away from them.
I wouldn't either. Grow with us. And, it's always good to be humble enough to know where you came from.
And it's going to tell me every time I look at it.
Aw.
So
I think it's, something to build on for sure.
I think so too.
I remember both of us just being so proud of it. Look at what we've created. Let's show our friends.
Absolutely. That was how it went. So
It really was.
it was. And we didn't show all of our friends because, like we said, we wanted to build this organically. But we're gonna wrap this up and talk about what episode 15 looks like. But we'll get into that next time. So thanks for joining us on JK LOL Storytime. Once again, you can find us on YouTube in video, everywhere else, all major podcast platforms. Share us with your friends. Let us know how we're doing. If you have negative comments, keep it to yourself. I'm just kidding. You can send those to us directly via DM if you have a suggestion of what we can do better, because we really appreciate the 35 to 40 minutes you spend with us in your lives every week, and hopefully that it can put a smile on your face.
And add something positive. That's the whole goal of all of this. Just a little bit of joy, like sitting in a room with your friends.
And absolutely, as we do something crazy and transverse the continent on a traverse, yes. I really need that cottage cheese in VA, guys. As we traverse the continent on a crazy mission to just be bubbly and fun and spilling joy and light wherever we go, in wedding dresses, down water slides, or bourbon barrel warehouses, or
parks, or
a gas stop at a truck stop. I don't know. Like, why are there people in a wedding dress out there? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll put Colleen in the wedding dress. I think I'm going to be sick of wearing wedding dresses.
Well, you've got 9 of them.
I do have 9 of them.
That's an exciting story. So we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing time with us.
Goodbye. Peace. I'm leaving that in there.